Okay, good morning one and all. Hey, we are gonna try, this is attempt 2 at this. We got a busy day ahead of us. We've got to build a road, but I got a phone call last night. My daughter she didn't hit a deer. Somebody hit a deer in front of her and then left it on the side of the road. So we're gonna go help her. And when I say this is attempt 2, if you've already heard this message, this is not the same video that you heard before. I started to make this video and then it turned out to be a rant video, and I'm not going to rant today. We've got a lot of stuff to get done. So we are going to head out. She's gonna show up. We're gonna go start processing a deer, and then we are gonna go across the road, and we've got to fix a washout. We've had a lot of washouts, a lot of issues. We're gonna go across the lake, I should say, and start repairing a washed out road that's over there. So without wasting any more time, let's get into today's video and let the action start happening. So we're heading out to what I call the eagle tree. Okay, we got the baby turkeys. They're running over here. So that's the eagle tree right there. And so when we process animals, doesn't matter what it is, deer, cow, pig, anything, we always leave the innards underneath the eagle tree for a very specific reason. Because if we put those innards anywhere near our homes, we're attracting the mega predators. We're attracting the bears, the coyotes, the wolves, and there's a lot of them up here. Cougar, lynx, there's a lot of them. Not a little, there is a lot. But by putting the innards underneath the eagle tree, the eagles dominate. So they come up there and they hang out and they perch. We've had up to 17 eagles hanging out underneath the eagle tree. So we're gonna get that deer, the beginning of the processes underneath the eagle tree to get her cleaned up, and then I'll let the kids finish up tanning and everything else, and we'll go build that road. All right, so here we go. This is the deer that you found last night, right?
Yep.
All right, so.
Yeah, it's a very sad story.
Yeah, it was a pretty sad story. Got hit, back got broken.
But it was still very much alive. The only owies are right here.
Well, and the fact that it was paralyzed and couldn't walk.
I wanted to show you Thomas because I was bawling my eyes out last night.
I know.
Ever. See, that was its only wound.
That you can see.
That we can see, and that.
So
right
it didn't look like it was really hurt, but then you were on the side of the road trying to pick the deer up in the dark with cars whizzing by.
My plan was to slit its throat and take it home.
Yep.
And then these hicks pulled over and shot it in the head.
And thankfully, because it was a lot more mercy. Its back was broken. It was paralyzed. It's a lot more merciful than slitting its throat.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny because when I was on the phone with you, when I first called you when it happened, and I was freaking out. I was like, I just need a dude with a truck to pull over with a gun.
And she's like, anybody that has a truck should have a gun, right, Dad? And I'm like, well, let's see.
I was like, if they have a truck, they probably have a gun.
and it was within 10 minutes, you found somebody with a truck and a gun.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the first step in a process like this is you've got to remove the innards, not the hide or the meat. And we came out to the eagle tree because it's easier to remove it here and not have mega predators around your yurt. We don't need bears and wolves coming out to your place because that's what's happened. And I will save you guys the bloody, gory details of what you've got to do, but I will just walk you through the first step so you guys both know, because I'm going to let you guys do it. You make a slit from here all the way down to the back. You open this cavity up. Now she definitely got a full belly in there. You open that cavity up, and then you pull all the innards out and you leave them in a pile here. That way the eagle's got to eat it, but you've got to reach all the way up, and you got to get the esophagus all the way from here. So your knife's going to stop about in here. This is where the rib cage is. So then you got to reach in and you got to yank everything out. Well, the organs are gonna,
super nutrients.
The innards are gonna feed the eagles. So this animal is gonna get completely reused from top to bottom, from stem to stern. So that's a good deal. And if you guys ever see a roadkill deer, if you hit a deer, you have to call the sheriff's department and register that deer, because if you ever get caught with a deer in the back of your truck, they'll assume that you poached it, not hit it. So just make sure that you contact your local sheriff's department and take the right orders, get your tag, because they do have roadkill tags. So it's just good to know. But next up, I'll let these guys do what they gotta do, and we're gonna go start building that road. Okay, I think this is an interesting story. Kesty, how long were you a vegan for?
7 years.
7 years?
Yeah.
And you told me, if I remember right, you told me that you did some research, and when you started to finally eat meat, it was like your body felt rejuvenated again.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Well, I had all these skin problems for the longest time, like acne, but then also eczema, really bad,
Yeah.
like all over my face and my skin. And literally the moment I started eating animal products, they went away, which is just funny.
That's weird.
Well,
And you were, yeah.
to me, an ancestral diet makes sense. I mean, it's not even a diet, it's just like our natural way that we're supposed to eat, like whole animal foods, you know, it makes sense. But when I was vegan, I was like, you know, so against factory farming, because factory farming does suck.
It does.
Really bad. It's like the worst.
Yep.
But you don't have to be vegan to avoid factory farming. In fact, like supporting local businesses, you know, local farmers especially, is much more ideal.
And when you were vegan, you were killing more animals than you are being a non-vegan. This deer here will feed you and Thomas for many weeks.
Yeah, and Sanoka.
And Sanoka too. Where if you were vegan, every time you go out to harvest your vegetables from the field, you're chopping up mice, voles.
Yeah, and there's...
And those are still animals. They're just a different size.
A lot of people also, they think they're helping animals in the world by being vegan, but really, to be vegan, you have to monocrop fields, like fields and fields and fields. There's nothing natural or good for the environment about monocropping, let alone herbicides and pesticides that are being used for the majority of them. Like,
so true. So absolutely true. If you're not familiar with what she's talking about with monocropping, it means like you just plant corn, you just plant soybeans, you just do whatever, and those crops remove very specific nutrients that they need. Yep, there you go. Food for Sanoka.
Look at her. Sanoka the savage.
She liked the fat more than anything.
The environment, the earth totally likes change and native plants.
It needs diversity. That's what makes.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's what it needs. So.
I wonder what this is.
Kidney, maybe? Or maybe that's the liver. I don't know.
Look at that, you guys. These are the best grapes in the whole world, right here. They're so. I'm gonna grow right here. Grapes. And can you guys identify what this is? I'm gonna give you a moment to take it in before I tell you. This plant right here. Take a look at the stalk. It's wild asparagus, and it is delicious. There's people that when they see this will actually stop their car. When it's growing like in ditches and stuff, people will stop their car and get out and harvest wild asparagus. So we've got wild asparagus here, and then we've got grapes right here. Was a bad year for grapes, so the drought just decimated the grapes, but these are the thick skin, like the wine making grapes, but oh my god, I wait all year long for these things. I hate grapes. Freaking hate grapes.
Like
I've never tasted a grape that
grapey.
that majestic.
Yeah,
right?
like the most classic grape flavor. Yeah, I can say.
But it's so more intense. I don't like grapes. They're not blueberries. I mean, this is not even like a grape. This is some kind of a weird, I don't even know what you would call this.
Can you eat the seeds? Because I just chew them.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't, but.
Yeah.
All right, well, you guys do you. I got to go build a road.
Okay.
It's only like 10 o'clock in the morning now. No.
Oh.
Nope. Building the road's my job.
So yeah, if you said Frankie.
All right, tell me if I'm right or wrong, but when you're trying to teach somebody and when you know a skill or how to do something, it's so tempting to just dive in and show them how to do it. But in my experience, that doesn't teach anybody anything. They're learning how to watch somebody else do it You've got to resist that urge to put your hands in there and to do it for them, because you know how to do it. Your muscles have what's called muscle memory, and you can just zing, 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 do it. I don't care what skill it is. But when we were watching my daughter start to process that deer, so bad wanted to reach in there and show her how to do that. But as soon as I did that, I took away the learning lesson from her. And it doesn't matter, like in my videos, a lot of times you won't see me doing the work. It's because I'm trying to teach somebody how to do something, and I don't want to take that process away from them. They've got to actually physically do it, because it's not just a combination of mental memory, it's muscle memory. You've got to get the feel in your body on how to do something. And once your muscles connect that with what your mind wants to accomplish, then you start to actually learn. It's more than a one-step process. It's not observing and then doing. It's having somebody that knows how to do it coach you through the process, but not take the process away from you. That's the important step. Well, I got a road to build. Then I realized, how many times in life am I going to be able to watch my daughter and Tarzan learn how to process a deer with my uncle? I mean, that's not something that's going to happen every single day. I can go build a road later today, but I'm not going to miss this to watch you learn. This is huge to me.
Like, I gotta be there.
Okay, so just to get you guys brought up to date, we've got the deer hung, and then Cass is
Just cutting the legs off.
just cutting the legs off, because then we can strip the hide off. She's going to save the hide, and then we're going to cut the meat up. So.
Go. And I'm giving Sino.
Oh yeah, stick your blade in.
Let her do the other side, Uncle Tom.
Yeah, I will.
Got to make a slit up from here up to the leg.
Should I do it on that side?
Yep, might as well do it. Yep. Nope, that's not what he did. Yep.
He didn't start it.
No. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at that.
Yeah, it's not.
It should separate. And the warmer the animal is, the easier it will be to separate the hide.
Cold and hard because she stayed out all night.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying in general,
All the way around.
if the animal's still warm, some people are like, oh, you got to let them hang for 3 days. That's dumb.
What?
That's
yeah, that
dumb.
does not seem.
So you cut the tendon, so don't cut this. Just cut the hide, not the tendons.
It totally turned. Okay, yeah, I don't need to turn. I can just turn this thing.
Yeah. Sorry, I was holding it in place.
Yeah, I was like, what the.
No, you don't learn unless you do it. Yep, that's where you've got to be careful about that part.
Oh, there you go. Cut it off now. There you go.
That wasn't too hard. You know, sawzall my ass.
Shit, almost like she did it. The guy that actually cut the head off is sitting over there. You just had to twist it off.
You made a few cuts. It wasn't like all day. You know.
Pull the head off.
Oh, there's its wound.
Yep, there's where she was paralyzed. Yep. That's why she couldn't get up, right there.
What kind of wound is that? Do you have any idea?
He just said busted back.
The leg, stop! You gotta do a circle around that.
No, you gotta.
Talking. Anybody listening?
Yeah, we're all listening.
Okay, take your knife and go up right that white line up the leg. From the very bottom. From the very bottom. Turn your point around. Stick your point underneath the skin.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
Follow that
Then I
right
would go
with-
up.
Yep. Yep. You want to
On
get the
one
other?
side you cut.
You want no?
Here, where's the other knife?
Yeah, get the other knife. Where did you guys put your other
A
knives?
lot better.
This is probably the black meat that you were talking
Is
about.
that right?
Yep.
What?
Anywhere meat is black like that, that's no good.
Alright.
You don't eat that. That meat's been ruined. Good for animals.
Oh, yeah, I know what happened. Looks like a little bit more here in the bed.
See, I got a slice there. And I got a slice there.
That's what's called muscle memory. Not only does he know how to do it in his head, but his muscles know how to perform the action.
So you could just close your eyes.
No, it's not. It's just a matter of coordinating what you want to do with what your mind thinks has to be done. And if your body's never done it before, it takes a bit for that to connect those dots. But it's almost like the neurons in your head and your muscles connect, and you get that aha moment where you all of a sudden can do it. You know what I mean?
Yep. Just pull. And obviously if it doesn't pull, we'll cut wherever it don't pull.
Yeah, well, bruises from getting hit.
When I tried to pick her up to put her on her legs, it was like...
You might have to cut a little bit, but you're right on the skin. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like...
Just a little
should
bit.
pull off.
Like something just bubbled inside of her, and it was as if I broke her bones by just trying to pick her up. It was weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what's an interesting development is Tarzan here never was interested in gutting, cleaning, doing anything, so I just assumed he wanted to be hands off. She always wanted to do it, but look at
Should
him.
pull off pretty much now.
He's right in there. This
This
is where
side, see here? It's connected. I still gotta cut it. Be careful, there's this hole right on that side, which
Whoever
I
give you
really
that knife
didn't
there
want.
Don't like you at all.
this is where it gets difficult. This is the most difficult spot.
Uncle Tom just said it should pull right off.
It will, but it's gonna be more difficult. It's not as easy as the
A
back.
little bit of finesse.
Yes, a little bit. There you go. A little coordination, a little
Yeah.
finesse. It just gets a little harder toward the
Here,
bottom.
you just keep pulling and I'll cut. Yeah. I'm making like the most gentle cuts right now because I don't
Yeah.
want to like...
We're losing a little bit of meat here, but
Yeah, just keep pulling.
almost there. We moved the deer all the way down.
Yeah, Dad, do you want to make the deer go up a little bit?
Sure. Now you're gonna use oak bark to tan this, and I think that's kind of an interesting.
Yeah, it's amazing because we can forage it ourselves, and it's in such abundance around.
So there's brain tanning, there's chemical tanning, but you just learned how to do oak bark tanning. You make a tincture, and you soak the hide.
Yeah, you soak the hide. It's what I learned how to do sheepskin tanning. One of the easiest ways, honestly, to do fur on. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna wash the table off here. My mom used to use vinegar water to get all the hair off.
Vinegar water.
Vinegar water.
To get the hair off the meat.
Yeah.
Scrub and scrub and scrub.
And we don't gotta do that with your magical torch.
Torch works so much better.
Yeah, you can see hair right there, and that boom. Just that way the hair's not getting in your meat. You're not eating hair.
Eating hair.
Yep.
This ain't hurting the meat at all.
Nope.
That's cool.
I've done this for years.
Kind of an interesting side story that I learned from Uncle Tom and the old timers that I hang out with every now and then is that you can tell how bad the winter's going to be by the amount of fat on an animal, especially pigs. Because a pig, when you butcher them in the fall, has no clue that they're being raised to be food for you. So when they're being raised that first year, they kind of have this feeling that they're going to be going into the winter, and they prep for the winter. I don't know if it's accurate or not, so you guys tell me how you guys can judge whether it's going to be a good winter or a bad winter. But the amount of fat on the back of a pig is an indicator of how bad the winter's going to be. Because if a pig has a lot of fat on its back, it means that pig was planning to survive a harsh winter. But if a pig is slim and I don't know, doesn't have a lot of fat, well, maybe then your winter's going to be milder. Again, I don't know if it's accurate or not, but you guys share with me what old wives' tales or what old tales you guys have heard.
This needs to be sharp.
All right, grab your leg and here's a knife.
Grab it like right here,
And start on the bottom, work your
Right
way
here?
up. Start on the bottom.
this way.
Turn around, cut down. Just cut down like this. The school teaches
You said
nothing.
cut down like this.
Yeah, flat.
They did not teach me in school, Uncle Tom.
Little
Not the
deeper this
school
way.
I went
They
to.
should, though. This should
They
be-
should.
Little deeper this way.
What do you mean?
Hang on to that leg.
Yep, I got it. Oh, you're cutting more into the meat side. I see. Yeah, I was thinking just the arm.
You wanna?
You're being kind of gentle on the top.
There, the front leg is off.
Cool. And that's good. That's good meat. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot nicer for splitting this open.
Yeah, I'll go
I'll
grab it.
show them these tricks. This meat here is garbage.
Oh, okay.
I just leave it hang on the meat, so. Okay, I'm gonna turn it.
I'm gonna go get the Sawzall. All right, this is the most important piece of meat. I'm gonna catch this here. This is the back strap. You get in there, Cass, and watch, because this is important. That's the best chunk out of the deer.
As in the most delicious.
Yep.
Okay.
And just a lot of really good meat with no bone. So we're gonna orientate ourselves on the deer and kind of get the idea.
He just took out its butthole. That's what
See
that
what I'm doing? See the bone? I'm pulling that bone down.
You're right on the bone.
Yeah.
Right on the
Yeah.
bone.
Got you.
Now I've got the back strap loose there. See that there? Now you got very, very little wasted meat. Now I'm gonna cut along the ribs, going down. Tom, hold that steer so they spin around. I'm gonna cut down here. I'm not gonna cut you. If it is, it's the first person I cut in years.
All right. I'm not afraid.
You know, and it should just peel right out of there.
All right. You get two of those?
Yep, one on each side of the... There you go.
There's $40 worth of meat right there.
No kidding.
Find that bone. Now you follow your, take your finger and run down that bone.
Okay, I'm gonna go
And
right.
you know, you see on one side or the other of the bone. You're gonna have to cut on both sides of that bone. All the way
Cut
down to
through
your
the
hip bone.
No, I'm gonna say I hit the bone already.
Side of the bone.
I think this is it right here.
All right, I found an Amanita mushroom. I'm gonna go grab it. You can spot them things. They glow. They freaking glow. They're amazing. Jeez. Look at that fricker. This is insane. Look at the size of that.
Wow. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? This is a psychedelic mushroom.
It's not psychedelic. It doesn't have, and that's what makes it legal. It won't make you trip balls. It'll be a lot more. It doesn't have the same psychoactive properties that psilocybin mushrooms have.
Okay,
It's a different kind.
that's crazy.
That's huge. Yeah, they get even bigger. I've seen ones that are like. Once you see one, you'll see them everywhere.
Now I'm spotting them everywhere I
Even
look.
though they look a lot like leaves that are falling now. Yeah.
No, I spotted that from.
Oh, we saw the
50
coolest
feet
mushroom
away.
when we were looking for these guys in people's yards around here. There was this one mushroom that was like, it was like 3 of those wide. So it's as if, I don't know, it feels like you're living in a different world.
When you can spot stuff like that.
Well, when the mushrooms are literally this big. Like, that just feels like a different plane of existence we're walking through at that point, you know? Like,
Well, I think I'm gonna have to end this video because I still gotta go build the road. So I'm gonna let you guys continue cutting up with Uncle Tom. We got everything cut up except for the back hindquarters, right, Uncle Tom?
Yeah, pretty much so.
So there's just a little bit
We're
left.
gonna take them right now and I'm gonna split them off.
Cass, Uncle Tom's gonna split up the hindquarters. Check out this Amanita mushroom.
Whoa.
Whoa.
in my head.
First thing first.
And the tenderloin is on the inside. And then you gotta split it down the middle. But I'll let these guys finish butchering. They're getting everything packaged up. Uncle Tom likes to do butterfly steaks, so he actually cuts them into butterflies. How do you guys do with your back straps and your tenderloins? What do you guys do? That's it for this one. I got a road to build. I started this video telling you I was gonna build a road, and I didn't.
And then we found a deer on the side of the road.
And then life happens, and sometimes you just gotta roll with it, right? And I didn't want to miss this opportunity, and I don't get a chance this often to do this. So I felt that this was more important. If that means I gotta work till 10, 11 midnight tonight, so
The tenderloin.
be it. It's not the end of the world.
Right here. And you put that one in the package.
All right, you guys. Well, enjoy your day. I hope whatever happens with you guys, life offers you an opportunity to try something that you may not get to be able to do every day. And sometimes it may not be in your regularly scheduled program, but sometimes it's good to just roll with it, right? I've been here 2.5, almost 3 days with one sole purpose, to build a road. And I still have not done that yet. I got all this wood delivered for Uncle Tom. We got the concrete slab set for the concrete guy. We got in between the properties fixed so that property owner over there is good. But we still haven't came up here to do the one thing that we've got to do. So we're gonna go do that now. We may be working till after dark, who knows? Or maybe we'll get her done fast, but we're gonna go start doing that, because I think these guys got this under
Hey,
control.
more meat on that front.
God bless. Go get them.